So here's a name you haven't heard in a while. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, otherwise known as Debbie Do Anything for Hillary Wasserman Schultz, aka Debt Trap Debbie. So just to remind you guys, this is the former DNC chair that rigged the primary for Hillary Clinton, successfully I might add, and she had to resign in disgrace because of it. Well, rather than trying to distance herself from this individual, Hillary Clinton has fully embraced Debbie Wasserman Schultz and is now trotting her out as a campaign surrogate. Take a look.
Thank you so much. Let's get this place wound up. I want to hear my people down here in South Florida. There we go. I know you have a little more adrenaline than I'm feeling in this room right now, don't you? My friends, we got 38 days. 38 days, so I want to be certain that your answer is yes, that you're going to text that number to 3 of your friends and make sure that we can expand exponentially the people that we reach from this event here this afternoon. Because there is so much at stake in this election. And we have to make sure that we can carry Hillary Clinton on our shoulders to the White House in 38 days from now.
I am winning.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, Debbie, that they're not very excited to see you. Even if they're supporting Hillary Clinton and they voted for Hillary Clinton during the primary, I mean, they've got to admit, wow, this is not a good look. She has to win over Bernie supporters, and this isn't going to help. Now, let me just remind you here. Debbie Wasserman Schultz, after she successfully rigged the primary for Hillary Clinton, she was rewarded by Hillary Clinton and offered a position as her honorary campaign chair. So, obviously, this is going to rub people the wrong way, piss off Bernie Sanders supporters, even piss off some Clinton supporters. Now, Heavy is an outlet that asked them, what do you think about Debbie Wasserman Schultz speaking at Hillary Clinton rallies? And it was really enlightening as to what they had to say. So a former volunteer for Bernie said, if Secretary Clinton is trying to earn Sanders supporters' vote, I do not think that this is the proper manner in which to do so. Although I am a member of that party, I'm only so in name, as I witnessed a biased Democrat Party election in which Debbie Wasserman Schultz played favoritism. Absolutely, and those feelings, they're not just going away, they're still lingering. People are still outraged that you cheated them out of a candidate that was going to fight for them. So more on this. Nick from Los Angeles is a Bernie Sanders supporter, but he also currently plans to support Clinton in the general election. He is very angry about Wasserman Schultz speaking at Clinton's rally. He told Heavy, my idea is that we have a fundraising event where Debbie Wasserman Schultz sits in a dunk tank filled with tar instead of water, and people donate $100 to Clinton's campaign for a chance to sink her. Maybe make it 1,000 buy-in. People would pay. Damn. Richard Hillary, a Clinton supporter from Austin, told Heavy that he agreed. Trotting out Debbie Wasserman Schultz now, 2 months after WikiLeaks and the convention, seems so ill-considered. And on Twitter, whenever they see Debbie Wasserman Schultz speak on Hillary Clinton's behalf, their reactions are as you would suspect. So we have Karen Lewis saying, great way to glean Bernie supporters. Introduce Debbie Wasserman Schultz on the stump. HRC has no shame. And Ann states, damn it, Hillary Clinton, you were doing great until now when you called Debbie Wasserman Schultz my friend. So this is something that honestly is astonishing to me. And look, as someone who often criticizes Hillary Clinton for being a focus group driven, poll-minded politician, when I say that, I'm not trying to imply that she's actually good at it, because she's made many rookie mistakes that politicians as rehearsed as her and as scripted as her should never be making. So, I mean, she should be distancing herself. There's no question about that from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And look, let me be completely fair to Hillary Clinton. Even if she tried to publicly distance herself from Debbie Wasserman Schultz, we would know that it was all just an act, because Debbie Wasserman Schultz has been friends with Hillary Clinton for a really long time. She was the co-chair of her 2008 campaign. She rigged the primary for her in 2016, so obviously these two love each other. But at least, I mean, I would think, all right, she has common sense to try to distance herself from Debbie Wasserman Schultz. She could even put out like a fake, bullshitty public statement condemning how Debbie Wasserman Schultz treated Bernie Sanders, but she didn't do that. She embraced her, and to me, that is just, it's mind-blowing. I don't even know how anyone who considers themselves a veteran politician, who is part of the establishment, can do something like that. and think that there's not going to be any negative repercussions. How is Robbie Mook, her campaign manager, okay with this? How is anyone on Clinton's staff okay with this? I mean, if someone rigs a primary for you and cheats your opponent out of the position that you're in right now, and his supporters are booing you during your Democratic convention, maybe that's an indication that you've got some damage control to do. Now, again, many of her attempts at damage control probably wouldn't work, admittedly, but at least it would it would be less shameful, basically. Because, I mean, to trot her out, to have Debbie Wasserman Schultz try to rouse up the crowd and get them excited for Hillary Clinton. Who the hell is going to be excited to see Debbie Wasserman Schultz, a centrist politician who's corrupt? Nobody. But again, if you're at a Hillary Clinton rally, then I can't help that your taste in politicians is probably off. But I mean, look, these are Bernie Sanders supporters who voted for him during the primary but are now voting for Hillary Clinton. That's like a slap in their face. That's like pouring salt in their wounds, because they wanted Bernie, but Debbie Wasserman Schultz is the individual that cheated them out of that, and now you're trotting her out to basically rub it in their faces. I mean, this is just, it's not a good look. So it just kind of proves that Hillary Clinton and her staff are just clueless. They're running a historically bad campaign, besides the fact that she's just not very progressive on the policies, and that she's only paying lip service to us now. She's just terrible at running a campaign. It's why she lost in 2008, and it's why she consistently is dipping in the polls when it comes to her versus Donald Trump, which is someone who anyone should be beating, because Donald Trump is even a worse politician than Hillary Clinton. He's a complete idiot, and yet there are these time periods where she dips in the polls. That should never happen to someone as stupid as Donald Trump. But again, it just shows how bad of a politician Hillary Clinton is.